see if she's got yarn. My lamp, I don't know, it fell apart inside of it. So I think I ruined that really nice bulb I bought. It was kind of an expensive bulb, but that's okay. All right. What I've done tonight is, hold on, I haven't done it yet, but I'm caking up my Malabrigo. I've done one cake so far. This is that Malabrigo that I got in Kansas, and it is called Anniversario. It's probably Anniversario, but it's a real worsted, and it's 210 yards, but I'm gonna cast on needles, and I'm not sure what size needles yet, but I know there's not supposed to be any knots, and if I have to, I'll cut it out, but I gotta wind it up. So, let's see. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going a little backwards. I should be going the other way. That's okay. It's going. Is that not awesome? Yes. I'm just gonna take up 3 hanks and 1 cake, because the cakes, that's 1 cake that's on there now, and that's not very big. Something feels loose with my ball winder. I wonder if the mechanism's loose. I guess you gotta tighten things up every now and then. But I'm excited. I'm casting on. I'm gonna make another accordion. I want to do a sweater, but I want to make the sweater out of a different yarn. Not this one. Because I wear cardigans more than I do actual sweaters, I think. Alright. Look at how pretty that is. It's so pretty. You know what? I feel like I stretched it out a little. I am going to rewind it with no stress, okay? Because that had a little stress on it. Getting it off. Yeah, I don't like it being stretched. But I'm definitely going to rewind it and less tension. Let's say that. Yeah, much better. Much better. It was like really tight. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to do that, but how beautiful. This yarn is so gorgeous. Can't wait to see what it looks like on a knitting needle. I'm going to do something different. I'm not just going to do the standard knit, you know, stockinette. I'm going to do like purl, 10 rows, knit, 10 rows, you know what I mean, on the outside. I don't know what you call that, but yeah, I've seen it. Actually, I have a sweater that I'm knitting, a cardigan that I started the back panel. The back panel is huge. I'm probably going to have to frog it. But I'm still going to do the same old with it. I'm duplicating a sweater. I found the yarn at Hobby Lobby, but I'm duplicating a sweater that I found at Cracker Barrel. I ended up buying the sweater from Cracker Barrel and trying to duplicate it. I got the back panel done and it's perfect, but it's too big. I already started it before I purchased the yarn. Okay. See how much bigger that is? It was too tight. So I'm gonna make them separate cakes so I know how much yardage I have. Okay, where are my clippy clips? I got a bunch of clippy clips from, what did I do with them? I was going to show you the huge bag I got, but I put it up somewhere. But I got like a bag of 100 for a couple bucks from Temu, and they were pink and green and yellow. But they're these hair clips, and I put a clip on my yarn so it doesn't, just easier to keep it under wraps. So look at that cake. Is that not gorgeous? It's so pretty. Okay, let's do the next 210. But yeah, I figured I was going to take you on this journey also with this sweater. Hopefully the videos aren't so long, but a lot of you like the videos long. I guess if you don't like them long, you can just fast forward, or you can speed me up. I couldn't sleep. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. So cheers to Angela. Angela's awake too, my precious yarnery. We both made a pot of coffee. Maverick 8, brand new. I showed you guys the new yarn I got. It's the Granny Square all-in-one. Maverick destroyed one of the ball bands. He just took the whole skein over to his bed. He's never done that before. He's trying to tell me something. Usually when they do stuff like that, I think he's mad at Archer. Archer's trying to start trouble with him. I think my dogs want me to go back to work. I took them to the office the other day, and they were so stinking happy. You could tell Maverick was smiling. I hadn't seen him smile in a while, you know. Miss Marley, she was my social butterfly. She always socialized with me, you know, especially when I turned the camera on. Maverick, I don't know, he's kind of shy, but he was like, he came out of his shell the other day at the shop. He was so happy. He went back in Miss Rhonda's office like, hi, I'm here. He was so happy. You could tell when they're smiling and they're happy. I didn't take Zeus because Zeus was sleeping. He's struggling with his back end. He's hurt. It's arthritis. Hip dysplasia. But he doesn't walk like he has hip dysplasia. I think he's just got arthritis. She goes, oh, he's got talent not messing up the ball, the yarn ball. I'm impressed. Oh, Angela, you're too funny. You guys know Angela, my precious yarnery. If you're not subscribed to her channel, you got to go over there. Subscribe to her channel. She's my girl. She's in Canada. And she makes beautiful blankets. She's very talented. She's more talented than she gives herself credit for. But she's venturing out. She's always made blankets. And then she started doing cardigans, I guess, when she got a YouTube channel. I think it's about a year old, maybe a little more. But then she started making blankets, and I mean, she's very fast at making blankets, creating patterns or tutorials and stuff. And her and Kimmy do stuff together. So anyways, she just texted me again. I can't look and talk at the same time. What was I saying? I gotta turn my phone over. But now she's venturing out into more detailed, more sophisticated, more advanced type blankets, and she's rocking it. She is rocking it. So go over to her channel, check out what she's done. Her blankets. She did my tutorial, my little old easy tutorial, but she's got it in the background. It looks really pretty. She used the other Walmart Valentine's yarn. I have that yarn too. I used the red and white. The one with all the reds. She got the one with, I think it's got not red and pink, and then hers has got pink and purple, I think. But anyways, it's really pretty. It looks pretty back there on all her blanket stands. I don't know what you would call them. I would like to get a ladder. Where am I going to put it? You know, a ladder to put blankets on, but like make a wide ladder, a fat, tall ladder. I know I could get the guys at the shop to do it, but my husband tells me all the time, leave them alone. This skein is kind of twisted. A little twisted there. There. Okay, I got the twist out of it. Kinda. There. Okay. All right, I gotta lower it a little. Now I gotta raise it. Oh, lower it. Raise it. What did I do? Okay. All right, here's the yarn, where it's tied together. I don't know why I cut that knot off, because sometimes it comes in handy having a knot right here when you go to wind it up. This, for some reason, usually they come untied. Oh, this one's coming untied. A lot of times they come untied, you don't have to nip them. Yep, this one came untied. That's the first. Let's see if this one comes untied. Let's see if it comes untied now. Oh, there's this thing's looped. Strand of yarn that's looped back on itself. I hope it's okay. Alright. Gotta think about that. Let's see. Gotta give it a little bit of help. Yeah. I probably should flip it upside down and go the other way. That's okay. I'll just rewind it. If I have to. If I think it's too tight. Yeah, it's kind of tight. But there's nothing you can do. But I'll rewind it. Once it's in a cake, I'll pull it from the middle. And it won't be so tight. So that's 246. 630 yards. And I'll save the ball bands. They're not ball bands, they're tags. I gotta read them. I gotta see what size hook to use. Or needle. What size needles. I'm gonna use the recommended because of my lack of experience in knitting. Look at how skinny that cake is, because it's tight. One day I was talking to somebody, or I was on video talking about caking up all my hanks, and somebody said, no, you'll stretch your yarn out. And I'm not too sure what stretching it out does. Does it ruin the look of it? I'm thinking maybe it'll give me more yardage. I'm just kidding. But, so I didn't do that. There we go. Okay, got it in my gear. Alright, so that's all I'm going to do as far as, I'm not going to cake all of them up. I'm going to just cake 3 up. Oh, I found those clips. I'm going to show you these clips, the bag. It was only a couple bucks. I mean, not everybody does this, but I think Charm Grammy turned me on to this. You buy these little clips. You used to get them at the dollar store. You could get like 20 of them for $1, but now they don't sell them like that. You can get them at Walmart, a dozen for like $2. But these I got, look at all of those, and they're pretty. How many's in here? It doesn't say how many's in here. Just says it was 120. There's 120 in here for a couple bucks. It's worth every penny. So, yep. I got a basket here. I've got I gotta wind up some yarn that fell apart. I got some of this yarn in. Ow! Oh, I hit my heel where that guy that gave me the pedicure, he scrubbed the skin off my foot. It's healing, but when I hit it, it hurts. One spot I got, anyway, let's get back to this. This is how they came, and I want to crank them up better. But this is Temu Chanel. This came with stainless steel knitting needles. I only paid like $4 or $5, but look at how tiny that yarn is. I see that going in a mystery box. So, yeah, I'm probably not going to keep much of what they sent me. This is just too tiny for me. I'm not real impressed. And then the ones I got from Mary Maxim that I spent so much money on, I wish I could return them because I spent a lot of money on 2 bags of that Chanel, and they're awful. I've only returned yarn once, and that was at, it was Joann's. It was that wool, and I kind of felt guilty doing it, but anyways, I didn't realize how much money I spent. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I called it fake shopping. Go shopping, buy a bunch of yarn, and then take it back. But, okay, I want to see the difference from this and this. There's a difference. Not a lot, but there is a difference. To me, there's a difference. The yarn looks stretched. Well, see, it's not as round. So I'm gonna redo this on film and just hang out with you guys. I don't look too bad for just waking up. Well, I've been up for an hour at least. And I think I'm gonna color my hair. You guys, I'm just not ready to go gray yet. I thought about like coloring my hair gray and then putting blonde in it. I think I look better as a blonde than a white-headed woman. I don't know. I'm just not ready for it. My mom just recently started letting her hair grow, but she was a blonde. My mother was a blonde. Can you believe it? She dyed her hair red most of her life. One day she just let it go, and I was like, Mom, you're blonde. She goes, I know. Like, I never knew, I never realized it. I knew she had blonde hair when she was younger, but I never realized how blonde she was. I've been busy. You know, I told you guys what I was going to do as far as stuff on my end, but I'm also doing crochet. I'm doing Juan, the Yarn Addicts, crochet along the 4 squares a week. I haven't done this week's squares yet, but I can knock those out in no time. But he has some of the prettiest. He comes up that wheel comes up with some of the prettiest patterns, and of course he's putting stitches on the board that you know is going to be pretty. Uh-oh. How did this yarn marry that yarn? Okay. This is an ice yarn that I got from Gia, the nut. What is she? The yarn nut. But anyways, it came messed up. So I'm gonna, if I can find the end, I'm gonna rewind it. This is Magic Glitz, but it's not the glitz, it's magic, but it's a different color. I've never had this color before, but it's very pretty. She was, I think she's closed shop, because I haven't seen any new stuff, but I haven't checked the new year. So there, that's better. It's more round, and it's a nice healthy cake. And what do I do with all my tags? I'm missing. I found it. I waited too long to put these tags in the cake. You know what? We're just gonna clip it. Clip it. It's upside down. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. You can't really, well, yeah, it does, because this is the top. I love it. And this tag's a little different. That's okay. I think I'm gonna fold this one in half. You can look at Malabrigo yarn and tell it's Malabrigo. I have some teal colored Malabrigo left over because I made, what did I make? Boot cuffs and cowl. This, and it is the prettiest yarn. I think I have it right here. I went to what was it? A farm concert. And bought this hat, or I wore this hat there. A bunch of rednecks out there. And the only reason I did it because it matched. I have this hat on my Greyhound statue in this, but this is Malabrigo yarn. And I was just being silly. Let me take this down. So you can see it. Here's the ball. Maverick ate the ball band. And there was a little piece left, but he got back in it, and that little piece is gone. And he ate my mama in a stitch pattern. My fall cuddler blanket. He ate from row 75 down. I have it. I think I have another copy somewhere in plastic, because I put a lot of my patterns in plastic sleeves. That was a great invention. But yeah, he ate the ball band. He's never done that before, but he didn't damage the yarn. You know, I mean, he could have tore the yarn, you know, the whole thing up. But this is that new yarn I got the other night. The colorway is soft white hot stuff. I want to do this and this. These are going to be 2 separate projects with Susan Kennedy's her blankets. And I have her book here somewhere and I can't find it. I've hid it from myself. But that's okay. So what was I gonna do? I'm gonna show y'all something. And now I've forgotten. What was I gonna show y'all? I have to stop this video and rewind it. But I need to stop it because it's getting long. Hold on. Oh, I was gonna show you this. This is Malabrigo. Is that not pretty? I love it. But I also made boot cuffs to match it. Absolutely love it. I should have made gloves. I still have a couple skeins. Fingerless gloves. I think that would be cool. Yeah, because I really, really, really love this yarn. It's so soft and squishy. Here, I'll show you. This is Bag of Days pattern. I think it's her pattern. I'm pretty sure it is. And the boot cuffs, I'm not sure. They're in one of my dressers. Isn't that pretty? I'm pretty sure this is hers. I'm sure you guys can tell me if it's not. But it's kind of, it's got a little bit of like a wash, a little white. I don't want to say whitewash, but it's darker in areas. I've never washed it. So, but anyways, that is all I have as far as Malabrigo. Yep. And I guess since I'm winding up stuff, this is kind of annoying me. This, I would like to cake it up. If I can find the center. Oh, this is so sad. There, I found part of the center. I got a feeling I'm gonna have lots of knots. I don't know if I showed you guys, but this loops and thread, the carousel, that new yarn, I worked up a little swatch. It's really nice. This is Juan the Yarn Addicts. That's one of his spinning the wheel and getting the pattern. I forgot the name of it. It's got the X in it, but is that not beautiful? Make like a cardigan. I'm a cardigan fool, but I'd have to buy more of this yarn. At least one color, you know what I mean? Get enough to make. Or I could make, you know what I've been wanting to do? This would be cool, is Juan's tutorials, make a cardigan out of his squares, you know, but just make them smaller. That would be a really cool idea. And do 4 a week. And I've got enough of that yarn, enough colors. I got like 6 colors. And I can order the other 4 I don't have. That is an idea, because I like this stitch, and we'll just do the different stitches. Do you guys think that would look kind of cool? I think so. Let me know what you think. And Juan, tell me what you think. If you think that would work. That's an idea. Oh, and there's a knot in the yarn. Huh. There. I got lucky there. This yarn is so pretty. Look at all those colors. Gold and brown, and look at this hot mess of plugs. And then it's got teal in it, like a soft, I think that's a teal. Yeah, it is a form of some type of teal. Oh gosh, y'all, this is gonna be... Have y'all come across like a skein of yarn that it knots up so terrible that it's like, it takes you an hour, sometimes more, to straighten it out? There's this one yarn I used. I actually made a sweater with it. It was beautiful. I think Crystal back a day also made a wearable with this yarn. Gorgeous yarn, but it loved to knot up on itself. I mean, it was awful. I actually, guilty as charged, threw away some of it. I got so aggravated I cut out this giant wad and threw it away. I was so frustrated. I don't like admitting that. It's got cream in it. Now we got beige. This is a magic, I think it's called Magic Light. And somebody was suggested, you know, whenever I buy ice yarn, which I don't buy it very often anymore, but I need to write on the ball band the color number, because they don't put the color on there anymore. You know, it was a good suggestion, but I bought those ice yarns years ago that I didn't know the names of. I mean, I don't think I've bought... I think I've made a couple orders. Anyways, you guys, I got some more yarn for my mystery boxes. Give me all this next week and to go through some more cubbies, because I only went through like 3 cubbies and I got the teals and stuff, but I still have blues, grays, browns, green. I mean, there's a bunch of yarn. And then I am going to go in my green room closet. I ordered a bunch of Hirschner yarn to make baby blankets. I mean, they're still in the bags. I'm going to get rid of some of that because I just can't keep up. So, but yeah, I don't need to be looking at a website while I'm on my video. Anyways, I can wind up this yarn. Let's see if we can get this wound up. But this is pretty. I wonder what you can make with this one skein. I mean, it's thin yarn. It's a lightweight 3. Oh. One skein wonder. I can't imagine why I'd buy one skein. The only time I get like one skein is if I find something that's on clearance. And actually, I won't do that anymore, you know? Yeah. If I was a big time hat maker. Hold on, I heard him. Okay, come on. He scared me. It sounded like he yelped. But no, I mean, you know, my first and second year, no sir, my first and second year of buying yarn and clearance yarn, I was grabbing anything, you know, but need to be more mindful, but it's still an addiction, and you know, I'm not going to buy something there's only one of, especially the type of projects I make, you know, unless I buy it for someone. Like sometimes I'll go, oh, Lala, you know, she loves orange, and I find orange, I think of her, or Madonna, green. And I haven't heard from Madonna. Hi, Madonna, if you're out there, I love you, miss you. She's been in the hospital. I'm not sure what's going on with her at this point. I need to just text her. But this yarn is pretty. Definitely bag of day colors. I had her on a little bit ago. I didn't get to watch the whole video, but she's found a new yarn company, and they've got a lot of yarns kind of similar to Hobie, but the prices are better. And I do agree. Hobie has beautiful yarns, but they're just, the prices are ridiculous, I think. And, you know, in some cases. I mean, I understand high-end yarn is expensive, but just your average acrylic, I mean, I can give you an example. There was, what's the name of that yarn? Has a black band. But anyways, it's beautiful yarn, but it's acrylic. It's like puzzle yarn. And they're wanting like 20 bucks for a skein. And, you know, it's similar to puzzle. I don't know. Hey, I guess maybe they're struggling. They got it. I don't know. It's just like Furls hooks. I know Furls has been around a long time, and I'm not ditching Furls, okay? I have a bunch of their hooks, but I can't crochet with them. I can crochet a little bit with the Odysseys depending on the yarn that I'm using. But, I mean, they're very expensive, and you can go online, the same material, and a different style. What it is, well, their prices is crazy, but what I don't understand is these companies that make hooks, they cater to one style kind of hook, and that style I can't crochet with. And you know, it's just like clover. I love clover hooks. I mean, I have a bunch of them, and the only thing that bothers me about them is they're too short. I have big hands, and they hit me right here. Why can't they make them a little longer for big hands? I know I'm not the only one out there that thinks this. How did I get on the politics of the size of yarn and all that? Or hooks. But yeah, I bought some dot hooks. They remind me of Clover Amore, and they're a little bit longer. Now, the handle's not as soft. Parts of it is, but they don't hurt my hands. But I still use my Clovers. I've been using my 5.5 here recently on a project. Oh, on my my Van Gogh project. See, now it's starting to get tangled. Oh, that's the end. Yeah, that's why we're coming to the end. Here we come, walking down the street. Hey, the monkeys. I tell you what, Premier yarns, I love Premier. And I love their puzzle yarn. Oh, come on, don't get tangled. There's no reason for this to be tangled. I had it all spread out. Oh, we got another wad yarn bar. There we go. Now this will probably go in a mystery bag. Maybe. I don't know. Isn't that pretty? But that is ice yarn magic. Y'all, I just found some ice yarn that I recently bought. This is called Puzzle Wool Worsted. Okay, let's see if I can figure out what I paid. Puzzle Wool Worsted. Search. Come on. It's gonna take a minute. That's how awful my internet is. I couldn't even pull it up the other night, but I think that was because of Crystal. It kept saying error. But okay. This comes 2 balls in a bag right here. Okay, look at all the colors they have. Look at that color down at the bottom. Okay? It actually is, I think it's the same yarn. This yarn here, okay? For 2 skeins that have 35 wool, 65 acrylic, for 2 of these is $5.49, okay? Now, the shipping is going to be the same price as the yarn. I mean, that's what my experience is, pretty much the same. If you spend $26 in yarn, shipping's usually $26. But the yarn is so cheap, it's worth it. I mean, but okay, so this is $5.49 for 2 of these. And again, there is 300 meters, 320 meters. So probably 330 yards, if not more. I don't know that. I know that if it's 300 yards, if it's 300 meters, it's more than 300 yards. I do know that. Okay, so now let's go to Hobie. So that's 320. This is, it's the same weight. 262 yards, okay? It's 7.0 ounces. And this is 200 grams. It doesn't have grams. Oh yeah, 200 grams. And this is 200 grams. This is 200 grams, this is 200 grams. This feels heavier, to be quite honest. It's fluffier. This is fluffier. Less yardage, 262. This is over 320. Okay. And they have the same yarn. Pretty sure it's the same yarn. I'm pretty sure it's the same yarn. Maybe a little bit different. I'm so tempted to buy it just to see, because it's beautiful. It is beautiful. Anyways, let's go to Hobie, and that's Fantasy. Hobie, there you are. It's closed right now. January clearance. They got mega balls 57% off. Well, that's good to hear. Okay. So they do have nice yarn, don't get me wrong, but this basic acrylic, I think they could price it better. Fantasy. And you know, if you have another reason why, or can tell me why. Oh my God, it's gone. Okay. For 1 skein is $6. It was $8. Okay, and is this super bulky? Yeah, this is super bulky. So the super bulky, what I have here, is $10.70. But it's the same yarn. Feels the same. It is the same yarn, and it is 3 times. I mean, it's the same yarn. I can't do that like Crystal does. She can pop it up there, but it's the same size. It's the same size. Yeah, and you can get, so technically $5, what did I say, $5? What was it, $5.50? I think it was less than that. So this is, it's normally $15.90 for 262 yards. 262 yards. And over at Ice Yarns, you can get 2 for $5. Okay, and if you pay for the shipping, it's let's say it's $12 for shipping. Okay, and the yarn $24. So divided by 2 be $12. No, that ain't right. I'm not figuring that out right. 2 of them is $5, so it would be $5 for shipping. So if I got 4, let's say it'd be $10. Okay, so I mean, the difference is ridiculous. You still have to pay shipping for this, you know? Maybe not quite as much, but what is that? Important notice your statement. Oh, but yeah. So they got it down to $10.70 a skein. You got 2, that'd be $21, almost $22 just for the yarn, okay? And you don't even have enough yarn to make a project. 12, about 500, a little over 500 yards, maybe 550 yards. I can't do math in my head. 565 yards. I was off 15 yards. So 565 yards normally would be over $30 just for the yarn. For 2 of these, $12. I can't comprehend why they charge so much. This is also fantasy, but you know, I buy yarn from all of them, and you know, nobody wants to pay Ice's shipping, but you get a better deal. I mean, you can order 4 skeins and spend, let's see what I ordered. I think I ordered 4, so 2 bags. 2 bags. Let's go back to Ice. Ice. And Puzzle Worsted. Okay, I want to go and see if I can see where I purchased it. Orders. I know I ordered, let's do payments. Let's see what that payment. Okay, I'm sorry. But anyways, moral to the story is, Hobie, they need to go, it's kind of highway robbery, you know what I mean? I don't understand it, why their yarn is so expensive. They're basic acrylic. is basically what I'm getting at. All right, now I'm pulling yarn out. I don't need to be doing that. I got a bunch of scraps down here I need to put away that I wound up. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed me watching me play with my yarn tonight. And I'll have more content for you probably tomorrow. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Mwah.